Do y'all remember the scene in Save the Last Dance when Sarah went to the doctor's office with Chanel? And Sarah was like, "There's only one world, Chanel." And Chanel was like, "Here you come, white, so you gotta be right." And she was like, "That is what they teach you. We know different." That is pretty much how I sum up this Jack Harlow interview. Now, I went and watched the Jack Harlow interview because I'm like, nah, he couldn't have said, "I got blacker" in the type of context that the blogs are pushing out. Now, although he did not say it in the context that the blogs are pushing out, he could have definitely used a different word choice to depict what he was saying. Jack Harlow came out with his new album Monica, and it is all melodic neo soul rap, very inspired by Slum Village, Questlove, Most Def, like that type of neo soul era. And the interviewers were dragging it out and pretty much trying to say, like, a lot of your white counterparts have started off in rap, hip hop, and then they have veered off into rock, country, but you stayed in the same lane of hip hop, R&B, but went deeper into another era. Now, Jack Harlow did not shy away from his privilege, and he did mention that he do love black music, R&B, and hip hop. And let me just say that black music does not stop at R&B and hip hop. Okay, we are definitely in country, rock and roll. The list goes on for every genre. But for black artists, it's not only hard to pivot into another genre or experiment, but it's also harder for black artists to be able to find themselves in public and still have the type of success that Jack Harlow has found. In the interview, he mentioned that while he was in the school of Drake, he did find huge success, right? But then afterwards, he admitted that, he was trying to find himself. And even in this album, he's still finding himself, even though he clearly has taken inspiration from what he loves. Now, there's nothing wrong with loving the genre and continuing your art. But just like how Jack Harlow said in his interview that he had to choose between being an entertainer and an artist, your past was still very much so an entertainer and along the lines of how Drake would do his stunts. So when you are walking around with a Kango hat on for the past few months, to roll out you coming out with a melodic R&B album, it can kind of come off as if you are cosplaying, nail in a coffin that you are on this type of podcast and saying the words, "I got blacker." It's not going to go well. So even though Jack Harlow understands his privilege, in this instance, there is still room for you to be checked.